Hey everyone, Jasper here from welcome back to a new Crash Bandicoot video. And today we are going to be doing some Crash Team Rumble while celebrating Crash's 27th anniversary. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot, the first ever game franchise that I ever played when I was growing up as a kid. And again, also going to be talking about how I started with the franchise and why I love the franchise so very much. And again, just to think that Crash Bandicoot is 27 years old now, like that is hard to believe that Crash Bandicoot is 27 years old. Older than me. Right? Older than me. It's just hard to think. And again, Crash Bandicoot is my #1 favorite franchise. And also my first ever game that I franchise also that I grew up as a kid, playing as a kid. And the first Crash game that I played was in fact Crash 2. Yeah, on the PS1. Crash 2 on the PS1 was the first ever Crash game I played. And again, it was my older brother's Crash 2. It was my older brother's Crash 2. And again, I can just tell you, when I first was doing Crash 2, I can just tell you, I fell in love so quickly with the franchise, right? When I first met Crash Bandicoot, when playing Crash 2, the first Crash game I ever played, when I first started the franchise, I just immediately fell in love with him. For real. And again, it was thanks to my dad and of course brother as well for having that Crash 2 for having Crash 2 back then, or who knows what could have been. I'm just so grateful that I was actually they actually introduced me to the franchise, right? And my love for the franchise too. Because again, Crash Bandicoot is my all-time favorite franchise. And again, it's just it's just so good to just see how much this franchise has grown through the 27 years, right? On the 27 years, it's just amazing to think. Especially with the new games and with the future that it holds, right? Of Crash Bandicoot being really good, especially with the success of Crash 4, the Insane Trilogy, Nitro Fueled, and the real goods of Team Rumble. The Bandicoot definitely has a real good future ahead, and I am just so ready. And also, even though, here's a little fun fact too, even though Crash 1 was the first ever Crash game I first played, right, Crash 2 was the first Crash game that I played when I started doing the franchise, when I fell in love with the franchise. But I had more memories of Crash Warped. Because again, Crash Warped was originally my mom's, like the Crash 3 or the Crash Warp disc that C had was the ones that C had, of how I played when I first played Crash 3 when I was growing up. But again, Crash 3 I had more memories of. When it came to Crash 2, it was the first Crash game that I played, and I had more memories of the third game growing up. I always find that pretty funny how the first Crash game I played was Crash 2, but I had more memories remembering of Crash 3. Like, it was just so very funny to actually think that. To think that, honestly. To think that, yeah, Crash 2 being the first game I ever played on the franchise growing up as a kid, and remembering more of Crash 3, doing Crash 3 than Crash 2, which again I just find so funny. I just find so funny how growing up I remembered Crash 3 a lot more when I started the franchise. Right when I started the franchise. And how Crash 2 was the first Crash game I ever played. And having more memories of Crash 3. Which again, I just absolutely find it very funny. And also, I can just say that, again, I don't know what I would be here without my orange marsupial, right? Or orange marsupial. I don't know what I would be without him, right? Especially when it comes to gaming. He's the reason I started gaming, right? Of all the franchises that I love playing, of all the games franchises that I play, Crash Bandicoot was the reason that I started my career of playing, my love on playing video games. Crash Bandicoot brought me that gift. And I will forever be grateful to Crash Bandicoot, Naughty Dog, Toys for Bob, all of them at Activision for bringing the orange marsupial to us. Like, it is just absolutely amazing, and I just absolutely thank them. And I am so excited for the future that is in store for our orange marsupial. I can definitely just say. And again, just to think that he is 27 years old now, it just puts a big smile on my face just to see how far our orange buddy has become. From him being to different consoles as well. Him starting on the PS1, then going to the PS2, and then even the DS as well. Even going to consoles like the DS and the Wii, and now on the Switch and PlayStation 5 and PS4. Like, it just shows you that it is just a real, just an amazing sign, I can just say. And again, I don't know what I would do. I don't know how we would be here as well without Crash. And also, Crash was the big reason also why on how I started my YouTube channel as well. Because I wanted to show my love for Crash, right? My love on Crash. The big reason of starting making YouTube videos and having all of y'all on sharing my love for the orange marsupial that I love and always will love, no matter how old I get. I will always forever love this orange marsupial. And even if I ever get to share it with kids or not, of my own in the future, even if I get to share it or not, it just depends if, I mean, you know, the society that we live in, of how, who knows exactly. And especially when it comes to me, how I'm not able to keep anything like that, of course. But, again, it doesn't matter exactly. I will always love Crash Bandicoot. No matter what. And that is saying something. Especially for being my all-time favorite franchise. Not just now, but for the rest of my life. For the rest of my life. I can just say there. And again, I just don't know what I would be without Crash. When it comes to gaming, I don't know what it would be, what I would be without Crash. I could definitely say. Who knows what I would be without him. I can just say, it would definitely be pretty sad if I didn't have Crash to thank, right? Like, if I didn't have my love for Crash Bandicoot in my life, I don't know what I would be. And again, it's just shows how grateful Crash is, though. And how much Crash as a franchise means to me. Right? And means to me for gaming as well. And again, on celebrating his 27th birthday, I definitely want to just share my love for this franchise. And I'm just so excited for the big future that it has in store. And for all of y'all in the community as well. To be a part of the community. Right? To be a part of the community in general is just so good. So good feeling. And to have y'all to actually be able to talk and us to be able to share our love for the orange marsupial. It's just absolutely amazing and just a great thing to be part of. And I am so excited for the future of Crash Bandicoot. I am so excited. Happy 27th anniversary, Crash Bandicoot. I will always love you as what you are.